Hello and good afternoon to each and one of you all. Me and my group mates are here today to report about the Memorandum Order made by the Commission on Higher Education number 25 series of 2021. This order talks about the policies, standards, and guidelines for the Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy program. And to properly begin, let us go to Article 1.
Article 1, the introduction. Article 1, Section 1, the rationale. Based on the guidelines for the implementation of CMO number 46, series of 2012, this PSG implements the shift to learning competency-based standards, outcome-based education. It specifies the core competencies expected of BS pharmacy graduates, regardless of the type of higher education institution they graduated from. Article 2, authority to operate. Article 2, Section 2, Government Recognition. All private higher education institutions, PHEIs, intending to offer BS Pharmacy must first secure proper authority from the Commission in accordance with these PSGs. All HEIs with an existing BS Pharmacy program is required to shift to an outcome-based approach as mandated by this PSG. Autonomous and deregulated institutions, state universities and college, SUCs, and local colleges and universities should likewise strictly adhere to the provisions in this PSG as stipulated in CMO number 40 as 2008, Manual of Regulations for Private Higher Education. Article 3, the general provisions. Article 3 general provisions per section 13 of RA number 7722, the higher education institution shall exercise academic freedom in its curricular offerings but must comply with the minimum requirements for specific academic programs, the general education distribution requirements, and the specific professional courses. The following articles contain minimum standards and other requirements and regulations. The minimum standards are expressed in a set of desired program outcomes listed in Article 4, Section 6. SHED has developed a curriculum to achieve these outcomes. This curriculum is listed in Article 5, Section 9, so sample curriculum. The number of units in this curriculum is hereby prescribed as the minimum unit requirement in accordance with Section 13 of RA number 7722. Section 4. The HEIs are allowed to design curricula suited to their own context and missions provided they can demonstrate that the same leads to the attainment of the required minimum set of outcomes, albeit by a different route. In the same vein, they have latitude in terms of curriculum delivery and in terms of specification and deployment of human and physical resources, as long as they can show that the attainment of the program outcomes and satisfaction of program educational objectives can be assured with the alternative means they propose. Article 4, the general provisions. Section 5, the program description. Section 5.1, degree name. The degree name prescribed herein shall be called Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy or BSP. Section 5.2, the nature of the field of the study. Next slide, please. Section 5.4, specific professions, careers, occupations for graduates. Graduates of the BS Pharmacy program may pursue a career in any of the following areas of the pharmacy practice. Section 5.5, the allied fields. All health science programs are considered to be allied fields of the BS Pharmacy program. The program outcomes for Section 6, the minimum standards for the BS Pharmacy program are expressed in the following minimum set of program outcomes. These are the common types to all programs in all types of schools. These are the based on HEI type, SHED Implementation Handbook for OBE and ISA 2013. And these are common to all health-related professions. Section 6.4, specific to BS Pharmacy program. The program outcomes are as follows. Section 7, the performance indicators. This section contains a list of competency standards or performance indicators that will measure the attainment of each of the identified program outcomes. These competency standards have been determined according to the rules expected to be performed by the graduates in their workplace. Next slide, please.
Article 5, Curriculum. Section 8, Curriculum Description. A pharmacy school or college university should adopt a curriculum that is aligned with its institutional goals, vision, and mission. The curriculum must conform to the program outcomes described in Article 4 of the Pharmacy Higher Education Pharmacy Bill of Rights, Section 8.1. The minimum curricular content includes the following areas: pharmacy practice, pharmacy science, professionalism and good practices, patient safety, disaster risk reduction and management, leadership and management, including development of non-technical skills or soft skills, interprofessional education or IPE as an effective approach in collaboration, counterfeit medicines, and SFFC, substandards, spurious, falsely labeled, falsified, and counterfeit medical products. Pharmaceutical promotion and ethics. Philippine practice standards or pharmacist. Pharmaceutical supply chain management. Section 9. Sample curriculum. Each HEI shall develop its own circular goals aligned with its vision and mission and submit the syllabi for all courses based on their curriculum and means of course delivery. The HEIs shall also include courses under the revised general education curriculum as stated in the CMO number 20 series of 2013. Section 10. Sample curriculum map. The curriculum map is the basic means of how to derive the courses and credit units from the required set of program outcomes. The sample curriculum map Annex C is included wherein courses are categorized according to how program outcomes are covered in the course. Number 1, introduce program outcomes are merely introduced in the course. Practice. Program outcomes are not just introduced but practiced in the course with supervision. Demonstrated. Program outcomes are practiced, demonstrated, and assessed in the course with little or no supervision. Section 11. The Philippine Qualifications Framework. Knowledge, skills, and values. Graduates at these levels have broad and coherent knowledge and skills in their field of study or professional work and lifelong learning. Application. Application in professional work or research in a specialized field or discipline and or for further study. Degree of dependence. Independent and in teams of the related fields with minimal supervision guided by set procedures that frequently require judgment. Qualification type. Baccalaureate degree. Section 12. Sample means of curriculum delivery. A pharmacy school shall prepare a clear means of delivering high-quality education through its curriculum. Section 13. Sample syllabi for selected course. The pharmacy school shall prepare instructional designs and syllabi for all professional courses. Each syllabus shall contain the following. Article 6. Required resources. Section 14. Program administration. The dean. The faculty. Library.
For Section 16, Laboratory and Physical Activities. Classroom requirements. A school, college, Department of Pharmacy must provide lecture and laboratory rooms, facilities, materials, and equipment that are inadequate for instruction, laboratory work, and research. Laboratory requirements. The school, college, Department of Pharmacy should have laboratory coordinator or manager who is a graduate of pharmacy to oversee the operations of pharmacy laboratories. Facilities in the pharmaceutical sciences laboratory should include an adequate supply of deionized, demineralized, purified distilled water, electricity properly identified as to voltage, water, and gas. Provision should be made for maintaining live plants, animals, and microorganisms for study. Special equipment should be provided for the teaching of professional pharmacy courses involving biological materials. Laboratory equipment and supplies should be adequate for each laboratory course based on the year level and number of students. Refer to Annex F for the list of laboratory equipment, facilities, and supplies. Laboratory Standard Operating Procedures, or SOPs, should be documented, implemented, and monitored regularly by the laboratory manager or coordinator. Audio-visual equipment. Article 7, Internship. The areas of experiential pharmacy practice or internship include community pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, industry, institutional, as well as public health and regulatory pharmacy. The internship program should be CHED accredited that is based on learning outcomes for the interns in the respective area of internship. There should be trained receptors available in the internship site who are willing and capable of providing the appropriate learning experience to the interns. Each area of the internship has a minimum number of hours as stipulated in the internship guidelines subject to updating with the CHED in consultation with the Organization of Schools of Pharmacy. Template for the memorandum of agreement between the school and the internship facility will be provided by CHED. An affiliation fee will be paid by the school to the internship facility. It is imperative for the internship facility to pay the preceptor's fee, part of the affiliation fee, on top of the regular salary. The basis for this fee is stipulated in the annex of the MOA for internship. The faculty coordinator must be a licensed pharmacist from the HEI who has observed the facility operations for at least 1 week and must have worked as a pharmacist for at least 2 years. Article 8. Compliance of HELS. Use the implementation handbook for OBA and ICA as reference. An HEI shall develop the following items which will be submitted to CHED when they apply for a permit for a new program. The complete set of program outcomes, including its proposed additional program outcomes. Its proposed curriculum and its justification, including a curriculum map. Proposed performance indicators for each outcome. Proposed measurement system for the level of attainment of each indicator. Proposed outcomes-based syllabus for each course.
Proposed system outcomes-based program assessment and evaluation. Section 25, proposed system of program continuous quality improvement or COI. For existing programs, CHED shall conduct monitoring and evaluating of the compliance of HIEs to these policies, standards, and guidelines using an outcome-based assessment instrument. Article 9, HIE performance monitoring and evaluation. Section 26, performance of HIEs in the pharmacist license examination and compliance with the existing policies, standards, and guidelines. PSG or for BS pharmacy program shall be jointly monitored by CHED and PRC regardless of status of school. Section 27, pharmacies, schools are encountered undergo external accreditation for quality assurance. Section 28, sanctions. A. Performance of graduates in the pharmacist license examination. B. Outcome and results of joint CHED PR monitoring and evaluating activities are in these following areas. Effective academic year 2021 and yearly thereafter, HEIs offers a BSP program whose average passing percentage in the pharmacist license examination is 50%. Overall exam performance passing average 30 to 50%, warning 20 to 29% prohibited, 20% below phase out program. HEI offerings BSc program that are subjected to joint CHED PRC monitoring and evaluation shall be imposed sanctions for non-compliance with this PSG based on the following. 1. Area. 2. Area. More than 2 area. Article 10. Transitionary repealing and effectivity provision. All private HIEs, state university and colleges, and local universities and colleges, LUC, with existing authorization to operate Bachelors of Science in Pharmacy, BSP, program repealing clause. All CHED assurance rules and regulations or parts, therefore, that are inconsistent with the provision and CMO hereby repealed. Higher education constitution that are obtained to implement CEO shall allow the existing student to finish the BSP's curriculum under CMO number 3 series of 2016. 26. This set of policy standards and guidelines shall take effect in the beginning of academic year 2021-2022, 15 days after its publication in the official gazette or newspaper of national curriculum.
And that's all for the memorandum order made by the CHED, number 25 series of 2021, that tells us the policies, standards, and guidelines for the Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy program. And the members are Gilbolinga Stephen, Labios Benedec, Magsipoc Drexz, Miguel, Juan, and Palomo Ryle. As again, thank you everyone for listening. That's all, and have a good day.